What will we do when the Red Sea is before us? What will we do when the enemies of our freedom are behind us? What will we do? See, we have to realize that God's intention in leading them there to that Red Sea, the death report that they had hung over their heads, that they had professed that they were going to die here. Surely they had thought this was the end. This is going to be the end. The report that they believed for them in that moment. You got to realize what it was. It was God's setup for their enemies. They didn't die in the river. They didn't die in the sea. Their enemies did. God used that sea to put to death the enemies that were to harm them. You got to recognize as well that it's important to know that when God puts us in a place where we feel trapped, a place where the Red Sea is before us and enemies are behind us, God is a God that can make a way out of no way. But what you got to realize that his intentions are for us many times is to kill things in us, things around us that will harm us. See, he wanted to kill the enemies that were going to harm them. They couldn't go into the future with Egypt still hanging on to them, so they couldn't just leave them. They couldn't just have the option of, oh, we're going to go back to Egypt. We're going to serve Pharaoh. God brought them to that Red Sea, and he led them to that Red Sea so they could have no option of going back. Once Pharaoh was dead and once the Egyptians' army was dead, plan B was gone. So you got to realize as well that God, when he takes us through different situations and different times of pressure, it's for God to change us, for him to grow us, for him to take something out of us. See, what I realize is God's the impossible to God. I want you to get ready to sing that song, Waymaker. If you can, just for a moment, we want to worship the Lord just for a moment. But you got to realize that the impossible to God is simply a recipe for miracles.